Good afternoon, good people. I'm going to just run you right through a simple series of exercises to take care of your low back pain. Low back pain, in this case, we're talking about muscular low back pain. Now, muscular low back pain can cause a pinch in your lumbar vertebrae and the disc and the facet joints. But most people perceive in that situation is the tightness in their back. They're like, oh, I'm so compressed and I'm so tight in my back. If you are feeling that way, please join along with these exercises. I do want you to understand part of the reason you're compressed. So that's the first exercise we're going to do. So the reason your back is compressed is because your pelvis is tipped forward. And by the way, I'd put money on that. It's been a long time since I haven't seen a forward tipped pelvis, okay? So this is what your pelvis looks like. This is neutral, right? So the pelvis is tipped forward. That gives you the back compression and then the back tightness that you feel. Mostly this is actually solved with your hamstrings, okay? So that's the exercise we call 90-90. So let's do that first. So you're gonna lay on the back. Thank you, Double Steph, for being here as always. You're gonna lay on your back, put your feet up on a wall, okay, roughly 90 degrees of the hips and the knees. Back up a little bit, there we go, okay? Start with your back real flat and relaxed. Okay, you're gonna take a breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. As you exhale, you're just raising your pelvis up to the ceiling, okay? Now I'm doing that, thank you, Double Steph. I'm doing that with my hamstrings, okay? So I'm kind of pretending there's a shelf on the wall and I'm pulling my heels down, okay? That's gonna allow my hamstrings to pull my pelvis, watch my pelvis past neutral. Obviously we're going into a flexed position so that I can release my back. Okay, so I'm turning off my back, I'm opening it up, I'm totally releasing it. I'm going to be up here about 4 breaths. Great. I'm going to roll back down. Okay, we're going to do that again. Take a breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Exhale, raise your pelvis with your hamstrings. You're not using your glutes or your back or your calves. Make sure your feet are flat on the wall, or your neck or your pecs. Okay, in through the nose, out through the mouth. I can feel both hamstrings, but you really want to be noticing your left hamstring. It's just your non-dominant side. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Check in with your hip flexors. For some of you, this muscle is going to want to be on. And lower back down. Great. Let's try that one more time. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Gently pulling down on the heels. Hamstrings are active. Now you can put a ball between your knees. That'd be a nice way to keep your pelvis in neutral. I've done 90-90 about a billion times, so I am able to maintain that position without it. Even get my left inner thigh on a little bit. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now I want you checking in with your back. Make sure that back is really relaxed. That's great. Exhale. And then as you inhale, lower back down. All right, last one. Here we go. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Pelvis up, hamstrings on. Again, check in. This is as with all the PR exercises, this is about a balance, okay? I have to turn off my back, turn off my hip flexors, and I'm going to do that by short shortening and activating that hamstring. The next two exercises are going to be mostly about the abs. This one's mostly about the hamstrings, right? I'm repositioning my pelvis, right? See that? Of course, I'm exaggerating and I'm going past neutral so that I can modify the tissue. I just need some things to get longer and some things to get shorter. My back needs to get long and relaxed, and my hamstrings have to pull my pelvis down in the back to unimpinge my back and release my back muscles. Okay? All right, so that's 90-90. Okay? Now, let's go to hands and knees. Okay? Hands and knees, we're going to do just a kneeling press. Okay? So I'm going to sit back on my feet. Feel free to put a pillow between the legs there, okay, between the thighs and the feet, okay, and I'm just reaching out with my arms, and double stuff is very kind to help as always. Okay, now we could have a bar here, but I'm just going to reach without it today. Now here you're going to notice a much deeper release of your back. That should feel really good for your back, okay? The legs are passive. I am sitting on my feet, my hips, my knees. I am not attempting, I'm not hovering here, right? I am really sitting down, okay? Reach on that exhale, breathe into the mid-back. Exhale, reach. My abs are on. I'm getting just a really nice stretch of my back. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Okay. I'm going to take a little break. All right. Let's do that again. Okay. Take your breath in. Exhale, reach. Place the palms on a cat or on a table. In through your nose, just kidding, double stop. Exhale, find your abs. Yep, in through the nose. My legs, remember the legs are passive, so make sure they're nice and relaxed. Exhale. Stretch that back, really manipulating that spine. In through the nose, out through the mouth, reach. Abs on. Quads off, hip flexors off, abs are really on, and back is really off. Great, okay. Good. You could do that another 2 times if you like, okay. I'm going to go next to a standing exercise, okay. Sorry. Okay. So for this exercise, just go ahead and find a spot where you can put your hips on a flat surface, wall, door, something like that, okay. And you're going to place your feet away from the wall about 8 to 10 inches, kind of depends on your height. Right? My feet are flat, they're parallel. On an exhale, I'm going to reach towards the ground. Exhale. I'm going to place my fingertips on the ground, and as I do that, I'm going to stretch up, actually like holding onto my toes for this one. And I'm going to use my quads and my abs to really, this feels good, get a big stretch of my low back. And I'm going to hold on to that for about 4 breaths. My weight's more on my heels so I can kind of press myself up, okay? Exhale. 4 breaths, good. And then I'm going to come away from the wall, and I'm just going to roll all the way up into standing, okay? We're going to try that one more time. I'm going to have you see that the table, okay, because I have enough room to do that here. Exhale, my back is rounded all the way down, right? And I'm pushing onto the table. It would be better if that was a wall. I just want you to see me from the side here, okay? My back is rounded. My knees are bent. I am stretching my low back. Great. Feel those heels. Good. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Yeah, I'm just resting on the table here. Exhale. I feel you probably note some hamstring, right? It is working to keep my pelvis in neutral. My back is really stretching. My quads are really on. And then when I'm done, I'm just gonna come away from the table and I'm gonna come all the way up into standing. Great, with that back nice and released. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time with my hips on the wall, okay? Back is flat, feet 8 inches away from the wall for me. I'm not a very big person. Exhale, I'm gonna reach and round. Exhale, push those hips up the wall. Great. I can feel my quads, feel my hamstrings, bunch of abs, and then just a really, really nice back stretch. This is not a passive stretch, right? I'm kind of working at it, right? My arms are active, my abs are active, my legs are active. It's like this tug of war that's happening to actively release that spine. Oh, feels good. Another breath in. Exhale. Great. Okay, about 4 or 5 breaths. And then come away from the wall and then just roll all the way up into standing. Great. All right, so that's the little series to get that back off. Hope that helps release your spine and activate that abdominal wall in particular, but also getting your hamstrings on in that scenario is quite helpful. So I hope that little series helps you. You know, just a 10-minute group of exercises there. You could spend a little more time. Maybe it'll take you 15 minutes. But that's a very easy series. Do it daily if you're having back pain. You can do it a couple times a day if you need to, but back pain is super treatable. So I hope this gives you a little insight and a little how-to do that. Great. Enjoy. Take care. Be well.